Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome in. This is Sunny, and I have a channeled message that came in from your galactic guides, your angels. They were all mixed in, so I came up with a new name. I call them Angelians because it's like some of them are literally higher, elevated beings, what we call our star ancestors, galactics, cosmic beings. And then, we also have a different realm of intelligence and protection from our angels. Nonetheless, they were just all here giving me a job to do, and it was me doing the channeling and automatic writing. So when they come in with the downloads, they ask me to sit down on my computer because they have a collective message for you guys, and then after the collective message, they want me to do independent readings. So I'm going to go ahead and tap out. I'm just going to do a little introduction about how this all came about, because they literally were here with me asking me to be a channel, a medium for them to give you this information. There was just a little check-in with this information they wanted to provide for you guys. And then I'm going to read the channel message. They are talking in first person. So it's like they are directly talking to you is how this came through, okay? But I will say this before tapping out. After this introduction is going to be a tarot and oracle reading based on the energy. I'm tapping back in with them to see what it is that they want from you, okay? And you can check your sun, moon, and rising when they eventually all come out. I'll get them out as soon as I can, but you can look at more readings than just your sun or your ascendant, okay? Your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, all right? So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and start with this channeled message they have for you guys. Hopefully I don't stutter. But yeah, all is good, and let's go ahead and get it popping. So here we go. All right, greeting Earthlings. It is that time again where a lot of you will be receiving some big energetic upgrades and psychic downloads, also known as divine messages, due to this powerful cosmic energy shift that is coming in for the collective. So if you've been feeling an awareness to this energetic change in the air as of lately, then you're on target. Energetic activations within your light bodies will start to occur because our chakra system is starting to reboot itself as it gets back in alignment with the divine frequencies, which the word frequency is also another energetic word to describe the language of the divine. Getting back in alignment with this divine energy will allow you to advance to the next level in your spiritual journey, as well as provide you with more of an energetic flow that allows your soul growth and opportunity within your daily life endeavors. This energetic push from the cosmos will help you ignite your passions once again, because it's like the divine will be striking a match for you to relight your internal flame. The flame that may have been put out due to exhaustion, of feeling uncertain of your life's direction, purpose, and our choices in the recent past. However, there is no need to worry, because God and our majestic universe has a plan, as well as a cosmic clock that strikes when it's time for evolution to do its dance with destiny. Everything comes in cycles, and it is for certain that one old repulsive cycle has truly ended, and therefore a new one will now take its course. Except this time, your new cycle of life in 2026 will be full of change, new experiences, new opportunities, and a lot more exciting adventures. We also want you to know that life in general will be picking up the pace as things start to become more in flow, due to you creating a harmonic and trusting relationship with the divine once more. Because last year in 2025, the Earth's frequencies took a hit due to all the negative energies that we as collective were infiltrating through. So with that being said, a lot of you were knocked out of alignment with higher consciousness and their frequencies. So basically, all you heard was static with no downloads or divine guidance to help you navigate through those troubled times. However, as hard as it is to believe, being knocked out of alignment is still part of the learning experience on your spiritual journey. Learning how to find that lost divine frequency again will only make you stronger, a stronger initiate that has skillfully improved his or her spiritual gifts, abilities, and talents. It's all a learning curve, even though it feels like it was something you did, but I promise you it wasn't. It was and will always be a way or a test to sharpen your awareness as you strengthen your supernatural abilities. So next time that happens, relax, breathe, and trust the process like we always tell you to do in the first place. Trust is a big issue here and a lesson. So yeah, even though we experienced the rocky roads beneath our feet and the atrocious feeling of uncertainty and confusion, it was still part of the process that these old timelines with their negative energies had to play out and run their course. Just know that as we move forward, these old, outdated, corruptive systems and their other political structures have to collapse for the betterment of our future. And even though destruction brings chaos, remember that it also creates space for something better to be built in its place, rightfully so. And that's what we are here to do, light workers. So get ready for a new chapter to be written this year, because it's time to start rebuilding our future on love, faith, and trust that God is still in control and has the power over evil. Be prepared and expect to see big changes this year. So cheer up and get back in your saddle again, because it is the year of the fire horse and she's coming in hot. So it's time to cut up a new trail. So see you on your trail. Giddy up, trailblazer. Sorry, I almost lost it there. Oh, and they're saying one more last thing. The numbers you will be seeing are 66, 166, 55, 111, 333, 444, 1010, and 1212. They're saying these are the universal codes that will be sent your way to remind you that you're still on track despite any challenges, obstacles, and setbacks you faced. Remember that we, the higher forces, have not forgotten about you. It is you that have forgotten about us. Love always, us. XOXO. Okay, so that is the beautiful message that was straight from me channeling them. No AI, no chat GPT, nothing. This came through. Sorry, I almost messed it up at the end, but they're just saying it's time to cut up a new trail. So yeehaw, partner, and giddy up. That's what they want to tell you. You're a trailblazer. You got this. So in this reading, that's a channel message. I'm going to leave that there. And with this reading I'm going to provide for you, this is what they want from you, and how you can recalibrate and reattune your energy and your focus onto this new timeline. Okay, so we're still caught up. They're saying a lot of us are still caught up in the energies of 2025, and they really want to alchemize and transmute those energies and, refocus us on what 2026 is bringing and how you can complete your prophecy or your mission on those timelines, on this new timeline. All right, guys. So I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello, Taurus. Welcome in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and look to see what your guides are asking from you, what they want from you. I did the channeled message, so if you listen to the introduction, that'll basically tell you what your guides are up to, and how they want to navigate you through these intensive and rapid changes. Okay, so Taurus, we're gonna go ahead and look into the Oracle and Tarot to retrieve your messages from your guides on how they want to direct you or what they want from you in the most loving way possible. And we're going to look at the Oracle and Tarot cards to decipher that message, as well as channel a message from them. But I'm also hearing that your heart chakra is going to be rebalanced. I wasn't doing a full moon reading, but this energy from the full moon is definitely working its way in here, because it is March 31st. So the full moon in Libra is asking you to rebalance, to recenter. And this keeps coming through in all of the readings. And I started laughing and I'm like, oh, duh, like the full moon is here and it's in Libra and it's about balance, because the guides have a different message, but at the same time, there's the same message about recentering, refocusing, rebalancing these energies, and to come back to your center. We're all having different activations, but Taurus, you are being activated with your heart chakra. There is a opening that's wanting to come in to revitalize, to alchemize, and transmute any negativity that has been going around your heart center. Your spirit guides are saying that this is a prominent placement for your creative projects and for your attunement, your alignment, your connection with the highest realms, is when your heart chakra is clear and ready for activation to receive this knowledge that your angels, God, your star ancestors, your past ever loved ones, there is that is like the primordial energy you work from, is your heart space. Okay, so there needs to be a clearance and a rebalancing of your heart chakra in order for you to fully express your who you are, what you want, your power, your gifts, is through your, everything is centered. Like that is like the timing belt in your, you know, the way that your body, the way that your spirit and your physical body run is like, that's the main source. That's the plug, right? Is your heart space. And so in order for you to move forward with any type of, self-fulfilled prophecies, galactic and earthly missions, whatever it is you got going on with the Most High, is to recenter, rebalance, and to reactivate your higher heart chakra. Okay, so that came through, and it's very important, they said, to balance that so that you can come in full authentic expression with what and who you are. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look into the unveiling of the Golden Age Tarot to see what energies are coming through for you. About 3 cards, and then we're going to pull some more Oracle and tie in the message. Okay, so we have 66. That is one of the numbers that, if you listen to the introduction, which is highly important, this is a spinoff of that. 66 is one of the numbers that came through as universal codes, that you are in perfect alignment, and you just got the number 66 with the 3 of Earth Guardians, which would be the 3 of Pentacles, and that is communicating, collaborating with like-minded individuals. Okay, so we got the coral reef, and basically she's in a bubble and a network with a bunch of like-minded friends, communicating all of the things that you guys have in common. Okay, so we have starfish, we have flounder, we have there's just a network with, all in the seahorse, we have a network of like-minded individuals all coming in this circle to communicate and create from that space. All right, what else do we have for Taurus? Oh, we have neutralize the charge, 5 of activations. Okay. So 54 is a very high spiritual number. So there is some kind of neutralize the charge. 5 of activations would be the 5 of, I believe that's swords, right? So again, there's that negative energy that is trying to attack. I just feel like this energy is outside the bubble. So it's like there is a energy that's trying to come at you from a different space, and that's not your comfort zone. So there is something about neutralizing this negative energy that is coming at you. Okay, and I feel like it does have an effect on your heart. We do have this darker and this lighter color next to each other. Okay, so I feel like there's some shadow trying to come into your light space. All right, let's see, that's too many. One more, Spirit. But I'm going to read what that book says too. Okay, then we have the Great Central Sun, Sage of Portals. Yes, okay. So Man, the great central sun, this is where those, you know, this ancient knowledge, this is where those cosmic downloads and these psychic opportunities, Sage of Portals, yeah. So this would be like the Queen of Cups. Sage of Portals, it's Sage, yeah. I want to say this is the Queen of Cups, yeah. Working with that intuitive guidance from above, from that source, life force energy, okay? So I do feel like in order to receive these higher higher chakra, heart chakra activations, we need to neutralize the charge that's coming at you, okay? Because I feel like this is an activation. This great central sun is where, like the guide said in the introduction, the channeled message, that they are saying these downloads, these cosmic downloads, these, you know, portals of activation with psychic, you know, guidance and everything is coming in from divine frequencies. So in order for you to receive these divine frequencies, okay, which you receive them through your heart, Taurus, okay, your heart space, and there is some kind of negativity that is surrounding you and what you like to do with that information. So neutralizing the charge, we're going to read about that real quick so that we can prepare you for a clearance, an activation to receive what guidance is coming in for you, okay? Let's see, Two of Light. Yeah, so I feel like there's a big initiation coming in, and I just feel like Spirit's trying to clean up some of this dark energy that's around you that is stagnating, and I'm hearing obstruction. There is obstruction in the way that these light codes are coming in for you, okay? This is definitely one of those cosmic downloads that your guides are talking about. So let me just get the book. Okay, yeah, Taurus. So neutralize the charge is, you know, talking about there may be conflict and disagreement, but bringing higher awareness to the situation removes the triggers and leads to forgiveness. Okay, so there's whatever's been triggering you or aggravating you, you're being called to look at that, to dive in deep, transmute that with forgiveness, okay? And then the great central sun is, you know, a way to connect to the source of all existence. Let it inspire you to lead with a balance of empathy and action, heart and mind. Okay, so there's really kind of like a call for you to rebalance the heart, the mind, and the soul. So this Libra full moon and what your spirit's guides want from you is a clearance and an activation within the heart to forgive trespassing and triggers with forgiveness and compassion, and seek to the higher guidance for wisdom. And let it inspire you, okay, to lead with your heart and mind and just to find balance, all right? 66, let's read the keywords real fast for that. It talks about 3 of Earth Gardens. Lean into the power of collaboration. Welcome everyone's unique superpower. Synergize your team to be even more than the sum of its parts. So yes, you are definitely coming into collaboration. This is the second time I've heard about this message for Taurus, or for was it Taurus or the collective? I don't know, maybe even both, but there's definitely a community coming in for you to share your unique gifts and talents, okay? And then how you get charged with your supernatural abilities is in the image of God, the source, right? And so how you retrieve that is through your heart activations. So just remember to take the time to whatever's bothering you, Taurus, to neutralize it with love and forgiveness, all right? So let's go ahead and look at some other energies. We're going to pull a major arcana card, which is the higher energy that is working with you, and then we're going to pull a minor arcana card to see how you're handling that information, okay? All right, show me Taurus. Okay, all right, so the major arcana, the major planetary, you know, cosmic, the higher intelligence is working with you right now is, ooh, the Emperor, controlling chaos, Taurus. See that right there? All the little things that have been bothering you. It's like trying to attack your consciousness, trying to attack your expression, trying to attack your stamina, trying to attack you. The Emperor, that is you. That is the energy of controlling chaos and really just outplaying your component and being smarter and just really coming into alignment with your power, reclaiming your power, right? So this is what the energy they want you to step into. This Aries energy, right, is like the initiator, the beginning of things. They want you to refresh, renew your heart space, so you can receive the grand central sun, you know, cosmic downloads, and then take that information and put it into a community. And it's also, I'm hearing, to upgrade you. You're getting activations to upgrade your abilities and reboot your chakra system. Okay, King of Pentacles. Listen, I don't know if this was in reverse or upright, but what they're saying about this combo right here, major masculine energy, whether you are feminine, it just means that you are very powerful. You are very strong. There's a bull back here. So you did pull your own. So you're pulling your weight. Okay, and just a reminder of how powerful and how much resources you have. This grand central sun, you're highly connected to the sun energy, and this gives you the regalness, the royalty like status, which would be like abundance in information and spiritual acknowledgement, right? And that's what makes you a leader with this Emperor here, right? But Spirit wants you to be a leader with leading with your heart space, okay? All right, so let's look at some other energies that are working with you, but I'm definitely, like I said, feeling that heart space. What other information do you have for Taurus Spirit? That's what your spirit guides want you to do. It's just like dust it off, shake it off, right? And then rebalance your heart, mind, and soul. Oh, thank you. Oh, we got Solaris Subline, Balanced Forces. Look at that. 19. We got Balanced Forces and we have Fire, Solaris Subline. So, I mean, wow, look at that. You have Solaris Sublime, okay? Fire. Like I said, that sun energy, the great central sun. Do you see how you have different polarities integrating as one? You have controlling chaos. You have the heart over shadow. You have the white, which is the light, over the shadow with this neutralize the charge. This is all about you standing firm and your sovereignty here and working with the light and the dark, and in that middle, neutralizing that charge. How beautiful is this? I mean, this is exactly your shadow and your light coming together to, produce a brilliant, intelligent, sovereign answer, okay? And then, because look, like, you're balanced. You have the sun and the moon. You have these different energies at bay here. You have the light and the dark. You're balanced. I love this. You could also have the moon and Libra. You could also be having an activation with the full moon as well. Let me read you this real quick. Okay, yeah, Taurus, look, you're standing on business, getting your power back. The balanced forces is talking about yin and yang, the sun and the moon, right? So I'm going to put the sun and the moon right there. And feminine and masculine energy, productive flow, the balance of duality, patriarchal paradigm being rebalanced, equality, balance, and perspective. Okay, so look, it's like you're coming into complete balance by just transmuting the negativity with positivity and balancing these negative and positive, energetic forces, right? As you're just regaining control of what may have, set you back, troubled you, there's this beautiful cosmic energy coming in, godly, divine energy coming in to help transmute and to set you moving forward, right? And it's like you're just gonna boss up here. I love it. And then we have 15, Fire, Solaris, Sublime, Duality. So look, both of those cards talk about duality, the feminine and the masculine coming in together. Duality, creation, Kundalini, the rising phoenix, bringing conflict into harmony. Like, listen, that's what I was saying. This is all about transmuting the conflict with love by activating the higher heart chakra. This is what your spirit guides want you to do when you come into conflict. Look at the synchronicity already on the table. Intensity, transformation, the incredibleness of being alive, coalescence, and infinite energy. Beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love it. All right, so let's look at some more energies for you, Taurus. This couldn't have been more synchronistic. So this is a time across the board for all zodiac signs to really take some time to tap out and then tap back in, because you need to take some time to recharge, neutralize, recharge, alchemize, refocus, redirect, come back to center. All right, we have Courage in reverse. I don't know if you can see that. Is it on the table? Courage in reverse. What else do we have? Creative. Wow. Okay, creative endeavors. So it's time to take action and trust in your abilities to finish and create. Hidden motivations. A consciousness of lack. What is this? Hold on. All right, I'm going to put that. All right, Taurus. Before we get into this energy, I'm going to finish this right here because I believe they're two separate things. You need to have, or to rekindle this courage, this strength. You need to remind yourself the power. With this King of Pentacles and the Emperor, and you have balanced forces, you can override any negativity that people throw your way to discourage you, or even you discouraging yourself, okay? You are connected to all that is. All that is, the Grand Central Sun is in coexistence with all that is, or it is all that it is. Like everything in existence underneath one consciousness with God is creating with you right now. Okay, so you need to have the courage. That's another thing that your spirit guides want from you right now, is to reignite the passion and to talk abundantly to yourself, and to know that you do have what it takes to create with this endeavor, this creative endeavor, okay? So there's something that needs to be created by you and only you, Taurus, but the courage has been lacking a little bit. Now let's look into these other cards. So there's hidden motivations and a consciousness of lack. Ooh, this has been your nemesis. This has been your oppressor. This has been people, places, and things and other energies and entities that have a lack of consciousness, okay, that have been triggering you. That is this Five of Swords. Neutralize the charge, the triggers, and the people that have a lack of consciousness about what's better for you. Maybe even like insult your intelligence at some particular point. But it's talking about how they have hidden motivations to sabotage, okay, you, by getting you not to trust in yourself, not to be who you really, to think that you are all that you do have the answers, or there's some kind of trigger to downplay your position of authority or what you do know. So like, for instance, a spirit is saying you're great, then you're great, but you have these entities and these negative, atrocious energies attacking you, trying to discourage you, and what is the truth about how important, or how advanced and intelligent and creative and passionate and heart-loving you are, okay? So what I'm saying is that this could also be this energy that showed up here your spirit guides is warning you or telling you that yes, there is a entity of some sort that is trying to trigger you into making you stagnant and stall out, or not move forward. Okay, and they just want to remind you to rebuild the courage back up to finish what you started. Okay, because you're more balanced and put together, more powerful than what this entity is trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I do feel a dark shadow. A triggering energy is trying to derail you, and spirits remind you to wake up and to reboot and to clear your auric field and to find a way to come back to center, so that you don't let these negative energies and entities affect your abilities, because there's something to do. Okay, let's go ahead and look at a cosmic energy that is also working with you. So what is one of the most potent cosmic energies that is working for Taurus right now? Working with? Wow. Show me Taurus. Cancer, I feel. They said there's one more. Thank you. All right. Oh, did I leave some behind? Venus. Yes, beauty and love. Okay, yes. All right, and you also have this fire element that's working with you. Oh my God, look, this card popped out, the Seven of Swords. There's an energy trying to steal your love and your beauty and your psychic downloads and your connection to the Most High. I am telling you, this lack of consciousness, look at this, the Seven of Swords is trying to steal what is rightfully yours, okay? And then we have Leo, yes. So you could have Cancer or Leo in your chart, as well as Libra and Taurus. Okay, so there is this willpower that you feel inside of you that is, ignited by beauty and love. Okay, and so anyway, Spirit wants to remind you of this power, this heart chakra that you have, and anyways, there is just this warning trigger statement that this negative energy or entity is trying to disempower you. Okay, and that's not going to happen, because you have the heart of Leo. Leo is 5th house energy. It is the heart of the lion. Okay, and you feel with your heart, you feel with the beauty of the consciousness that coexist and binds everything together. Love is the existence. Anyways, they want you to reattune to that portal, that higher heart chakra portal, so that you can cosmically blend all of your creative thoughts, ideas, and desires into this earthly plane. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull one last card, Taurus, and we'll leave it there for you. What does your spirit guides want you to know? All right, roll the dice. It's time to put yourself out there. Okay, take a chance on yourself. Okay, so courage, that's where this courage in reverse comes in. There is something that's been holding you back, Taurus, and it's saying, look, it's time to take a dare. It's time to take the bet on you. Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You're hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight. And that's where the Leo in the spotlight, he is the entertainer. He's, North Node. You could have a North Node Leo, but this is time to shine, right? But no longer hold yourself back from this, Three of Pentacles, which is a community, okay? And look, the creative. It's like you haven't put yourself out there yet, but there you go. That's what your spirit guides want you to know, and to don't listen to this negativity, this entity, this energy that's been very disruptive and chaotic. The Emperor is wanting to work with you and to put this little trickster energy in its place, right? Okay. Then we have direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. Okay, so it's like what they're saying is that, take your time, but it is time. You take time to get yourself organized and rebuild yourself back up. And it's time to put yourself out there, but to also you know, take your time to get it all together as you slowly go out there and put yourself out there, okay? But it's time to, you know, step into the power, reclaim your energy, reclaim what you came here to do, and just to not let all these trickster energies affect your movement going forward, okay? And Spirit just wants you to know that, yes, you are divinely guided. So trust that there is protection for this. But you also have to be one of your protectees. You have to protect yourself as well. Okay, Taurus? All right. Spirit can lead a horse to water, but it can't make it drink, okay? So you have to work 50-50 with Spirit, okay? Like, Spirit has your back, but you also need to believe and trust in your abilities as well. Just as much as Spirit does, okay? All right, Taurus, love you. I'll catch you next time. Bye.